have hit illegal ham in the face. But bro, where's the banjo?
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Legal Ham in the Face. I think it's 93. I don't even know what 93. Wow, we are almost to 100. You know what happens when we hit 100? We're not keeping track of episodes anymore after that. Let me bring in my cohorts. Let me get Big Brian here. What's going on, Big Brian?
Nothing. So with 100, it's got to be around draft time, right?
Sounds about right.
That'd be right. Maybe another 2 months.
Well, let's see here. That's 7
Something
episodes.
around there. Maybe not exactly that.
About 7 episodes. We should be good.
That'd be a hell of a time.
That would be. Just put NFL draft, and that's it.
Draft extravaganza / celebration party. Drinks are free. That's what Benny said anyways. He said he'd take care of all of us.
He did say that.
You didn't hear him before? Yeah, I heard it.
I heard him loud and clear. He was like, yeah, I'll take care of drinks.
Just a big shot.
Who do I think I am?
Well, we might as well bring in my cousin Vinny now with us too and see what he says.
Good morning, everybody. I don't recall any of that. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll drink to you, Vinny.
This is, we haven't seen each other since Thursday, and it's been kind of a just roller coaster since then. Our first shout, let's get into our shout outs first. My Corner Bar, what a great spread they put on. We'll talk about them again here at Fat Boy Tuesday. I mean, they had fried chicken, bologna sandwich, burgers, mussels, pasta, steak, baked potatoes. Like, the amount of food they brought out for us was unreal. Probably some of the best food I've had at a bar, too. It's really good. Yeah. Like, it's top notch there. Also got a shout out, Craig, for helping us out, too, getting everything set up with, even though we had some audio issues, but we're still work in progress with that. You know, it's always going to be a work in progress when you're doing live shows because you can't control everything. You know, like my cousin Vinny and Bri, when, you know, Bri starts eating food.
Delicious.
I know. I saw you over there during the dog stand. I'm like, I'm just jealous of you right now. Other than that, that's all the shout outs I got. What about you guys? Bri, you got any shout outs, bud?
You know, I really don't. I kind of forgot about shout outs last week, so I was going to do one about the Medina Ice Festival, but I'm guessing a lot of their ice sculptures have been melted, so it's usually middle of February, so I'll try to remind everyone next year. We went up there on Sunday and checked it out, and there was quite a huge turnout, so it's just pretty cool. All these, I would say, at least 50 to 80 ice sculptures, and yeah, you wouldn't believe the detail on some of these. It's just a lot of local businesses, so it's cool. Walk around the square, you know, maybe duck in for a beer or a sandwich at some of the local bars and restaurants that are right there. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. That's my bad for not letting people know, because, you know, we had the All-Star game over the weekend, and there was just a lot going on, but that was kind of a change of pace, especially if you have a girlfriend or a wife that doesn't love you watching sports all the time. It's something that you can take her to and pretend that it's not that bad.
Well, you mean Ashley doesn't like you watching sports all the time?
Oh, she doesn't care. I actually just this past week, I put our second TV down in the basement. I said, all right, yep, till another football season. And she goes, oh, is it going to be gone until September? I said, no. another month, and then March Madness starts, and I'll bring it back up, and then it'll be gone for the rest of the year.
Well, until combine and then NFL draft, you gotta get both coverages of the NFL draft. You gotta dive
No.
in day 7 of the NFL draft. You don't want to miss out on that one.
That's on her. If she can't handle watching the NFL draft for 2.5 days, then she can go down and get that TV herself, because our TV is going to be tuned to the draft.
Well, we will get into that a little bit later. We have a little bit of free agency talk we'll talk about here today. Vinny, you got any shout outs?
We did go ahead. Eve and I went out and tried a new restaurant over in Cleveland. Get off all the way down East 55th and stuff. Take that way if you're on 71 going north. It was called the haunted house, or the haunted restaurant was the name of it. So it was a amazing atmosphere. Actually, it was pretty cool. Go ahead and you walk in and everything. They got all different. It kind of looked like a movie theater, kind of like up front. You had your little ticket box and stuff. Give them your name and everything. Really cool designs and stuff there on the wall. And then when you go through, when they accept you back, then they have like all different like horror movies and stuff being shown all around on all the different TVs. They do have a couple TVs by the bar on both sides of the bar that they're watching games and stuff like that are going on too. So sports fans are still able to go. Food was pretty good too. So, definitely an interesting place to go ahead and check out.
And
What city?
It's
What
in
city is
Cleveland.
that in?
East Cleveland, I think.
Yeah, it's over. I didn't look it up.
Here, that's why I have Google. Keep talking while I look it up.
Yeah.
What'd you have? What'd you and the wife have?
Cleveland Heights.
Cleveland Heights.
Sweet.
What did I have? Started out, we had the Scooby snacks is what they call it. It's kind of like nachos and stuff, and it's all built up. And they do something a little special with like each one of their burgers and everything. She got something called the bird box, and it was kind of gruesome looking, to say the least.
It's a chicken sandwich, but the syrup on it is like a red maple syrup. They put dye in it, so it looks like blood all over the chicken sandwich.
Oh yeah, it was pretty gruesome.
Like some of their food actually looks good, but when I think of Scooby snacks, I'm not thinking of nachos.
No, I'm not really thinking nachos either. But it was it was interesting to say the least. So
yeah, it's the Haunted House restaurant over on Cleveland Heights on Cedar Road. So that's over by work, Brian. We can sneak over there.
Yeah, right.
We'll be up there one day and have some food, because
definitely.
it actually sounded really good. Plus, they got some specialty drinks too. So
I almost thought you were going to say you have to slaughter your own chicken. That's why it was so red.
That'd be hilarious.
Man, if that
I mean, if they really want to be a true haunted house restaurant,
I mean, I'm in. I've done it before. It wouldn't be the first time. If we got to get
go vegan.
dark.
Yeah. No,
Let somebody else do it.
They had a Michael Myers walking around, and he'd sneak up behind you and stuff. The one girl from the Ring with her hair and everything all down in her face, just kind of walking around and everything, and getting up next to people. Scared quite a few people too. It was pretty interesting. I had a really good time.
Surprised
Very nice.
surprised nobody's choked there. You sit there taking a bite, you turn over, you see the Ring girl staring at you while you're taking a bite.
I got one picture. I'm sitting there, I'm looking down, like getting ready to bite my burger, and then all of a sudden this like knife kind of appears behind me. I'm like, nobody sneaks up on me. Of course, obviously not Michael Myers. He did. Got right up behind me with the knife. So
we also got a shout out. We're on the big screen again at Kev's house, and
nice.
We got. It's nice being on the big screen at Kev's house. I love being on the big screen at Kev's house. I think we got Jay watching tonight too, and everybody else. But we got to get our shout out of here. Our sponsor, Lake Erie APA and Harold Keel. We got a whole bunch of tournaments going on here in the next couple weeks, and a couple new leagues are forming. So if you want to find out what those leagues are, they are having a doubles 8-ball league on Wednesday nights. Just 2 people each play a single match, and then you play a doubles match together. They're going to have it's every 2 weeks. They're going to have a 9-ball one too every 2 weeks.
Wow.
They have the Jack and Jill tournament this weekend coming up. They're having another tournament, 8-ball tournament, and another 9-ball tournament, plus a Scotch doubles 9-ball tournament. So there's going to be a lot of tournaments coming up. So if you guys want to get on it, get a hold of me and Vinny, or go to Facebook and the Lake Erie APA page and get a hold of Harold Keel. And if you need to get a hold of him, I'll get his number for you. We're still working on, because copyright laws and all that stuff. We got to get the right picture put up for the Lake Erie APA. So we'll figure it out, but we'll get it out there so everybody can see it. And Vinny, why don't you throw up on the overlay over there, throw up the corner bar, their address too, because we really did have a blast.
Oh yeah,
there.
absolutely.
Right there at 62211 West 130th in Parma Heights, Ohio, 44130. Like I said, the food was the bomb. We'll talk about it here for Fat Boy Tuesday coming up. We definitely had a blast there. Bryce stuck around longer than what he normally does. He was having a great time. So, it was really good. So if you want to go check out that place, please do. And tell them that the Ham Boys sent you. Tell them Legal Ham in the Face sent you. They'll get you some good food. All right. We are getting into trivia. That's what I was looking up. I want anybody to think that I'm not listening to me. I heard this on Sunday. When we went to play pool together. So I already knew about the haunted house. So don't think I don't listen to Vinny. I love Vinny. So, all right. But I had to get my trivia ready because this is, since Kevon is watching, this is for Kevon and for Big Bry, because it's my turn for trivia. So while you play the sounder there, big fella.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, Brian, it's my turn for trivia. You got me last week with Anthony Henry. I thought it was McCutcheon all day, and we had 4 people at the bar get the right answer. I had to buy drinks that night. People when I messed up on a trivia, but I messed up. I thought it was McCutcheon. It was Henry. It was a great trivia question because it had to do with Diggs and everything else, and it had Browns do. But we're going to flip it a little sideways because we had All-Star Weekend this weekend. All right. Cavaliers showed up. Cleveland looked great, which we'll get into here in a little bit. But my question to you, Bri, NBA question. Most assist in one game by a point guard. There is a Cavalier on the top 10 list. First off, can you name number 1? And can you name that Cavalier?
Number 1 and the Cavalier.
Yes.
So is this most assists in a game by anyone or just by a point guard?
By a point guard. Most assists in one game by a point guard. That's what it says.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha. Is it a name I've heard of before?
Probably not.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, it caught me off guard because I'm like, that sounds right, but how's that guy not first? And then I'm like going through all of them. Let's put it this way. The best point guard ever in the NBA. We could go with John Stockton, right? John Stockton's up there, right?
Okay. Yeah, right.
Hammer. He was 3, 6, and 8. He has 3 spots on this list. All right.
That probably would have been my guess, but
okay. He's not number 1.
Yeah.
All right. So
okay, good to know. I like a challenge.
All right. So this is a good one. Let's see. Kev, text me if you know the answer. I'll let you know if you got the answer right. Just give me a text and let me know. But yeah, that's my trivia to you. And Vinny is working on the word of the day over here.
Oh no, I haven't.
Oh,
I just
you
didn't
haven't
write
already?
down all the definitions and stuff like that yet. So,
oh man, I was hoping you didn't have it.
I will be ready to go just the same.
All right.
Oh,
You said
with that,
you said Kev was gonna like it. I thought you were gonna throw some Cleveland Crunch trivia at me.
Oh no. I don't do
How
soccer.
many here, I'll throw trivia to you. How many Crunch players can you name? I can name 1. I think I can name 2.
Oh, I can't name any. I really can't. I can't, but I haven't watched any of the. And you know what's really bad?
No. I'm saying like all time. I'm not saying I don't know any of them right now.
He's saying do some thinking. He's got to think on it. No, I don't know because like growing up, I didn't know about the Cleveland Crunch, all that stuff. I'm Southern Ohio. We didn't think about that stuff. Like soccer's not big down there. Hockey's not big down there. Tennis isn't big down there. Up here, you guys got hockey teams. And like we didn't know what that was. You're catching us off guard with all these other sports. Like we got football, we got basketball, we got track. Sprinkle in a little wrestling, a little volleyball. And that's it. Like those are your sports. It wasn't anything major. Like,
so are the Lake Erie Monsters still going? I haven't heard much from them.
Oh yes, they're still going.
Yeah. Okay.
And Kevin said, "Tell Bry Hector." Oh my lord, I cannot.
Marinara.
It's not It's Marinero.
Marinero. There you
go.
Marinara. The sauce.
It's not the sauce.
Yeah, Hector pizza sauce.
That's why I stopped for a second because I was like, "Is that marinara? Did he typo that?"
Habanero.
There's one other guy that if I heard his name, I would know it, but and maybe Kev can text you. But yeah, if I heard his name, I would know it, but I can't for the life of me remember his name.
Habanero marinara. All right, here we go.
They were winning championships in the 90s.
All right, I'm not saying they weren't.
Cleveland's best team.
Oh my lord! Hold on, Vinny. I gotta get your sounder. And he's just laughing at us now because you guys are fools. It just. Oh, see, this is why. Vinny, why do we do this to each other? Like we get off track
because it's fun.
I know. All right, let's go.
All right.
All right.
Wonderful. All right. Our word of the day, brought to you by Merriam-Webster's Dictionary since 1828, is
Hue.
hue.
Oh, it's easy. I know this one.
It's so easy, right?
No. I know this one. You want to know why?
Okay. Why?
Because he's a head coach.
There you go.
Used to be a head coach.
Used to be a head coach.
Formerly known as.
This is the verb version of the word hue. H-E-W.
It's not the other one. It's not H-U-E.
It's not the color. It's not, the mist or anything like that.
Definition.
Yeah, but hold on. Did you even write down all the definitions yet?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go through the definitions first.
All right.
Before you use
Okay. All right. Gotcha. Okay.
So the definitions that I have here is unreserved, honest. B is to happen or become known. C, incapable of being. I got like half that word, so
not C.
It's not Hugh.
That doesn't mean no. It's not Hugh. Where did it go?
See, I'm loving this show already. If you guys haven't tuned in, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. You can find me at I Am That Fat Guy on Twitter. You can find us at Facebook at Ham Illegal. Are you ready now?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I just want to get our shout outs in.
And then the last one is D, to conform or to adhere.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So those are your definitions for hue.
All right. Well, Brian, you got all that down? Do you want to use it?
Gotcha. Nope. I'm good.
Nope, you're good. All right. Well, let's get into our show. I am not running the ship tonight, so Vinny is. So I don't even know what's up next for us, but I am guessing it's All-Star Weekend.
That is correct, yeah.
So All-Star Stud Weekend here in Cleveland. Cavaliers showed up. Our big three. Well, big 2.5. What do we call them? A peanut? Like you had the 2 7-footers and then a sprinkle in a 6-footer. What do we call that? Like 2 2/3?
Yeah, I don't know. What I took away from it was it looked like Evan Mobley's like 4 inches taller than Jared Allen. I couldn't believe the height difference between them. I was blown away. I don't know if Mobley's grown since the draft or I just thought Jared Allen was a little bit taller, but yeah, it looked like he towered over him.
It could have been the humidity, the hair not up so much. It could have been that way. Yeah, I was the exact same. I'm sitting here watching Garland standing next to those two. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Look at these two. And watching Mobley shoot, I didn't realize how good he actually was shooting. Watching him shoot those corner threes, I was in awe. I was like, okay, I got to start paying more attention to the Cavs now because this is great. Like, Cleveland showed up, looked great on national television. Absolutely amazing. They showed up, showed out. Stars came out. You had the celebrity game with Myles Garrett just dunking on people. MGK couldn't even stop him. MGK tried to foul Myles Garrett. Get out of here. I was trying to get back. But man, what a great, great thing for Cleveland to show off like that because the city was on fire this whole weekend for that. And, kudos to Cleveland, everybody downtown, all the work you guys put into it. It was everybody. Cleveland came off looking amazing. Can't thank you guys enough.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I didn't see a whole lot on Friday or Sunday night, but I saw everything on Saturday. Friday we went to the Medina versus Brunswick game. I'll shout out my cousin Zach who plays for Brunswick and they got a win. But I didn't watch a whole lot on Friday. I saw the Myles Garrett highlight stuff. Did Verjao guard him at all? Was Verjao playing?
Yes, Verjao did sort of.
Oh, good. Hopefully he didn't go too hard against Garrett. And the biggest, most important thing about Garrett playing was he didn't get hurt. So I mean, he looked like freaking bodybuilder out there. But yeah, he was taking it to him, and from what I saw, he looked pretty damn coordinated. We already knew that, but yeah, Saturday night. The dunk contest was kind of a dud. I even saw Braylon Edwards kind of take a shot at Cleveland a little bit, which I don't know what the heck that's about. He's probably more irrelevant at this point than Johnny Manziel. So the fact that it's even news is kind of a big surprise to me. But yeah, that was kind of a dud. The 3-point shootout was pretty good. Towns put on a display. Nobody thought he was going to win it.
Heck no, I didn't, and he just started lighting them up. I was like, okay, big boy can shoot too. We have our first comment of the night. I had to exit out because I wanted Brian to go solo a little bit. Why?
Okay.
Michael Jordan from Jose Cano.
Oh,
I didn't even see him. I didn't know he was there.
75th. Him and LeBron hugged. He was talking crap to Shaq. Wanted to play 1-on-1. It was a whole bunch of stuff.
But how many finals did Jordan make it to? I don't remember. It wasn't that many, was it?
No, I think it was only 6, but he won all 6.
Only 6, yeah. Oh.
Scottie
Pippen probably had a lot to do with that.
Steve Kerr.
But I mean, the highlight of the weekend for me was the Cavs doing what they did Saturday night. That Cavs team, that was a lot of fun to watch them. It came down to a tiebreaker, and Garland hit his first shot. And of course, we all know that Antetokounmpos can't really shoot that well, so that kind of favored us. That we had Garland going against. I don't know if it was the one that's in the G League or the one doesn't play for the Bucks, but it's kind of sad that they would put one of those guys out there to take the shot rather than the 2-time MVP. But yeah, Garland did that, and then Mobley hitting the half quarter, his first shot. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it was a storybook ending.
Right out of the gate, they just showed up, showed out, bud. It was awesome. I can't. And the dunk contest. Here's my take on the dunk contest, and there's only so many dunks you can do. All right, most of the dunks have been done already. Unless you want somebody to jump off a key tower and try to dunk the ball, what are you expecting anymore? I mean, we've already had. You want somebody to dunk from the 3-point line? That'll probably be the next big thing that will happen. I mean, there's only so much you seriously can't do with a dunk anymore. We got spoiled as kids growing up. I mean, we've had Jordan, Dominique. We had all the greats for the dunk. Irving, Dr. J. Like, we were there for all of that stuff growing up. And now it's kind of, and even in the later years with Vince Carter and all that stuff, and it's just kind of petered out. And there's nothing original anymore. Like, what? Oh wow, a tomahawk dunk. Woohoo! Already seen it, bud. Like,
That's the one. The Vince Carter one is the one that sticks out to me as being like the last great one, and it's probably had to do with that was when my upbringing. I was still in high school. I had an appreciation for the game, and he was the first great dunker that I really remember sitting down and watching. And I know Aaron Gordon's done some great things, and Nate Robinson certainly at his size, and Dwight Howard, but that Vince Carter one that kind of took it to the next level. And like you said, we're kind of running out of stuff to do. We're waiting for that next unbelievable thing. Obi Toppin, to me, he was well deserving of the crown this year. You know, he was head and shoulders above the other guys, and that dunk that he did, I can't remember if he jumped over somebody and kind of went behind the back. That was, I mean, if he did that 10, 15 years ago, that would have been all we could talk about for a week. So yeah, our expectations are just so high that unless somebody does, yeah, like you said, from the 3-point line or a 720 or a 1080 or something in the air, you know, we're not really going to be too impressed by it.
well, I mean, it's one of those ones we're at the point now where the mascot, you're going to do the mascot stuff where you go off the trampoline over 14 cheerleaders, and then, oh, Jose, his foot was on the line. He didn't even do it from the free throw line. He was inside the arc. No, I'm not saying it didn't look good, but a 7-foot white guy did it too. So what do you want?
Now half the guys in the league can dunk from the free throw line. So if Jordan played in today's game, who knows if he'd even start for half the teams?
Oh, there's a good one. Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon was the last good dunk contest.
Yeah, Levine's something special.
See, there you go. MJ's foot was on the line. Dr. J's, who was it? Sean Bradley that did it from behind the line too. Was that who it was?
No.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, what the heck was his name?
He won the contest the one year.
I know. Shoot. No, maybe Kevin. Maybe Kevin. No, Sean Bradley is the 7'7" dude.
Well, yeah, he was a center.
No, no. I don't know the white dude you're talking about. Now you got me thinking his last name was Bradley, but I don't think it was Barry. Rick Barry's kid, not John Barry, the other one, Brent Barry, I think.
How many Barrys are there?
I think it was Brent Barry. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, I think that's who it was. I don't know. That's the one that I think of when you bring that up. Maybe I'm missing somebody.
All right, so it seems how Justin and both Kevin are watching. Google that for us because obviously we can't right now because we're in the weeds. But no, you know, the other thing that I kind of liked is like, you know, all the hype of LeBron coming back. You know, nobody booed LeBron. It was nice little showing. They booed the hell out of Steph Curry though, which I love.
Yeah, I love that. That was great.
I mean, you're watching all this, and you got the best, you know, top 75, you know, Jordan contest. Oh, yep, here comes Kevin Arnold. Dang it, you're not giving me the answer I wanted. I can't even read that. What's that say?
It says, pretty sure LeBron matched the Jordan contest dunk in a game against the Bucks. I believe in his first stint here.
Well, that's because LeBron's better than Jordan. Jose's just going to understand that. I mean, it's all right. It's an era thing. Like, it's just an era thing.
Would you make of the LeBron comments that got some headlines this week about him
coming back to Cleveland?
Yeah.
Like,
what's he gonna say?
I mean, he drafted Darius Garland just so he didn't come back here and get booed. We all know what's going to happen. Like, come on. Like, he wasn't going to get the Cleveland guy on his team so he didn't come back here and get booed for going to LA. Get out of here. Like, we're not stupid. Like, we get it. We're not upset with you like we were the last time. The last time we weren't even upset that you left. We were just upset the way you left. Like, you could have done anything in the world except spit on Cleveland on your way out, and you did it. Like, you could have been like, I got to go. This isn't working for me. I hope you guys understand. No. It's like, oh, I'm taking my talent to South Beach on you. National TV. Like, it's just one of those things that it's just, I'm not even upset that he went to LA. This team was in shambles because they couldn't get the money. We already won a championship. What more do you want from the guy? He came back. He had his word. He came back. He won you a championship. And now he wants to go be in LA and be with his family. I get that. If he wants to come back here at 40 years old, do a little swan song, I'm completely fine with that. As long as you do not do the stupid thing and pay him the money he thinks he deserves at 40. No max contract, no trading for people, no giving away the core that you have built up here just to bring LeBron back. No.
It's but it's a drop in the bucket for Dan Gilbert with his money. I mean,
I get it,
paying.
but for him to come here, you'd have to trade with LA to get him here, right?
Well, not he's got one more year in LA. He's got next year in LA, and then I believe he's a free agent. So
Well,
you might not have to give up anything.
Well, in that case, then that's fine. But you
Stack
know,
it all on the back end
yeah,
of the contract.
what back end?
Of the 1 year contract.
Yeah, a 1 year contract.
Yeah, pay him a bunch in like March and April.
Well, no. You've been able to do it before, get us a championship. Now we have even more players that are ready to win a championship yet again. So make it a championship bonus that he gets for, however much basketball players really make.
I'll bet it's a lot.
A lot.
Vinny, it's a lot.
I'm just saying. I mean, but if he doesn't get us that championship, then he gets however much.
I would still be surprised if he made his way back to Cleveland, unless his son came here and they wanted to do a feel good story, a Lifetime movie for one season. Because like I've said before, I think LeBron's too Hollywood. But I think basketball wise, from a basketball standpoint, he probably wants to be in Cleveland, because right now Cleveland and LA are going in two different directions, with Davis not being able to stay healthy and Westbrook kind of just being a mess, which we kind of knew he would be. Him and LeBron can't really play together because he's too much of a wild child. He's as talented as there is in the league, but he's just too crazy. So LeBron needs that structure around him. He needs guys that he can trust, and yeah, it's just not working in LA. So I bet he does wish he was in Cleveland for the basketball aspect of it, for sure.
Yeah.
You already fired up Jose.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he is just firing back.
Firing left and right.
Just he is speed. I've never seen Jose text this much. Hey, he's missed you so much that he's just fired off 3 texts right in a row. Right in a row, Brian.
I got a 4th here in the wait.
Oh my Lord. He is just Jose, I understand what you're saying.
Well, of course he should have stayed in. I mean, when he went to LA, there was no reason at all for him to go to LA other than he thought he could get stars in LA easier than in Cleveland. But to his credit, they won a championship, so his plan kind of worked. But as with LeBron, we know in the past, you kind of mortgage your future to win this season or next season, because in two years down the road, you're going to kind of be a mess. And we're seeing that again with the Lakers. You can't go all in every single year and just reshape your team.
By the way, Chris, if you're watching this, I apologize. That text went to a wrong person. Chris.
Why are you texting on the show?
Well, no, I'm trying to get the answer to the guy who won the dunk contest.
Why didn't you just ask me?
Yeah, I think he played for the Clippers, and I think he played in the 90s. But I don't know.
I thought it was the 76ers.
It could be. I mean, they're the same colors, so maybe I'm misremembering that part.
I
don't know who you're really thinking of. But the guy, when you said that, the guy I was thinking of was Brent Barry, because I'm pretty sure he dunked from the foul line.
What it is?
Is that Obi Toppin?
You could Google him and see if his picture brings it up.
Just look
kind
at
something in your memory.
Let's see here. Dunk contest winners, All-Star dunk contest winners.
Oh,
can you Google white guy dunks from the free throw line?
There's probably only one.
Bobby Sura didn't do it? What are you talking about?
All-Star.
That's not my answer for the trivia, by the way.
Is it?
Although I thought about him.
Can we, while we're still in basketball, before we get into Browns free agency, I thought we might get into MLB for a little bit. By the way, they're still on strike. Oh, I want to ask you, what's going on in Michigan right now? Really? What do 5 figures say? The face slap? Really? You couldn't punch a coach? Like, come on, stop. If he's really that upset about timeouts, Bry, I mean, he should have got over it back in 1994 or whatever year it was. All right.
Wow, I haven't heard that take yet. Not bad.
I mean, what do you want from the guy? Like, it was 3 seconds left. So what if they called a timeout? You got your ass blown out. Like, what? You're really upset by that?
I mean, I don't know if he'll ever coach a game again for Michigan. If he does, this is like his last chance
Yeah,
because
he shouldn't
we
be.
got into a tiff with Maryland last year in the Big Ten conference tournament, and this is kind of strike two. And there's not an excuse. There's never an excuse for a coach to throw a punch ever. You have to be better than that. Players, I obviously, they do their thing. They get emotional. They're immature. They're 20 years old. But a coach to do that, come on, you got to be better than that.
It wasn't a punch. It was put the powder on the hand. It was like an open-handed little slap. Like, get off me. Even though he was being pushed away by his other coaches. And for those who are not understand what we're Juwan Howard slapped the coach from Wisconsin because he called a timeout with 3 seconds left or 4 seconds left in the game because he wanted to reset something. It wasn't anything. He thought it was a Bush League move. They started jawing at each other, and then an open-handed slap came over top of a couple coaches, and he got suspended for 5 games, and he's out until the Big Ten tournament, right?
Yeah, I think so. But he didn't even hit the Wisconsin head coach that took the timeout. He hit an assistant. So I was shocked by the whole thing. And like I said, there's no excuse for it. Maybe they should suspend him for the whole year. I mean, you can't be doing that. You can't have that message regardless of what kind of emotions are flying. I know it's an emotional game, but no pun intended. It's a black eye for the school for sure.
Well, yeah, and so has Harbaugh get re-signed to an extension too. So
hey, now, how long has it been since Ohio State beat Harbaugh?
Wow, first time you can actually say that because they dodged.
Is it up to 800 days yet? I haven't checked the ticker.
800 days.
800 days. What were you doing 800 days ago?
Hey,
I was probably at least 50 pounds lighter.
Days? You know why it's 800 days? They're like, oh shit, Ohio State's really good. We got the COVID outbreak here at the school. And then they just said, we'll cancel the game.
Did you win that year? Did you beat them that year?
Couldn't.
How many games did Ohio State win that year?
5.
Wow, that's pretty bad. 5 games? They only won 5 games that year?
Yeah, because everybody kept dodging them like Michigan.
Did they make it? Well,
yeah. How many games did Michigan win that year, Brian?
Well, that's why Harbaugh should have been fired then. I was going to say how far did they make it, but I'm pretty sure they made it to the national title that year.
I'm pretty sure they did too.
Hey, they lost to Alabama though.
Yeah.
Number two out of 137 teams or whatever there is. D1. Yeah, kind of backed myself into a corner there.
Yeah. All right, let's get into some Browns news. All right, let's get out of the Browns free agency and combine. Now, Brian, I don't know if you saw about the combine. I don't know what happened afterwards, but they're talking about boycotting some of the combine because they want the combine agents of the players going to the combine because they're wanting the combine to be bubbled. And I guess the agents go, we just watched the Super Bowl in LA and nobody was wearing a mask. We just watched the national championship and nobody was tested, but you guys want to bubble these kids for the combine. And it is what it is. Everybody's got their own rules, regulations on how they do stuff. I mean, we're almost at the point in time right now, Bri. And Bri, have you been vaccinated?
Yes, sir.
I have been vaccinated. Vinny, have you been vaccinated?
Everybody's been vaccinated, right?
See?
Everybody's been vaccinated.
So what's the problem? What's the problem here? They say take it, get the shot, you'll be fine. I'm tired of I'm over it now. I'm over the whole mask situation. I'm over everything else. If you do not feel comfortable going around your grandparents or anything of that nature, that's fine. Don't do it then. But we're at a point in time now where life has got to go on. It has to at some point in time. It's already been it's going on 3 years now since this all happened. Like, there's got to be a point in time where we pull off the Band-Aid.
Yeah, I mean, frankly, to me, I don't see a huge deal one way or the other. If they bubble it, okay, great. Why do people really have a huge problem with them doing it in a bubble? If they don't bubble it, yeah, I understand they're hypocrites. So I understand that aspect, but
Well,
let them bubble it. Who cares?
well, the thing is it's not that the bubble. It's the fact that when they're in that bubble, they're not allowed to do anything. Like, there's no, but it's not a normal bubble, Bri. It's like you're locked in your room. You can't even go downstairs to get anything, but you can go meet with the national media. You can go do this, but you have to meet with this. Like, there's certain things going on. It's like, really? Like, why is that going on right now? Like, I
I'm
mean,
sure these college kids, they would probably love to miss school for 2.5 weeks to go participate in the combine, assuming they're still going to school at this point. But I mean, yeah, if I was a college kid and you tell me I get a free pass to miss a bunch of school, I'll take it. Hell yeah.
You mean to tell me I'm going to miss the TV and basket weaving final? Damn.
You might have to.
Damn.
You might have to. That putt big tournament you had to get 2 credits, you might have to miss it.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't come to college to play school.
Well, you stopped yourself. Go ahead with it. We don't go to Ohio State to play school, son.
Hey, it is what it is. We all know what it is. It's been that way for years. You haven't watched the program yet, and you're our age, go rent the program. They'll let you know what they're doing. It's not that's why the program has not been remade since the program came out.
You got halfway through that line, and I just see you go, Can, Audible, Omaha. I can't throw my school under the bus.
Omaha. That's all right. I'll throw my school under the bus. It's all right.
There you go.
All right. So also we got free agency coming up. We had some juicy words about Jarvis today coming out, saying the injury he actually did play through, saying the ball is in Cleveland's court, and we're going to see what happens. I mean, that's a lot of moms here. Hi, Mom. There's a lot of money. I mean, it's $16 million going to be paid to Jarvis this year. It's
sister's here too.
I know. I don't like her though.
Oh.
She upsets me. But it's weird, Bri. Jarvis is a huge part of this team. I can thank Jarvis every day for everything he's done for this team. I know he's played hurt for like the past 3 years for us, and like seriously hurt from what he's said now. Like, and he came out and said the reason why he didn't talk to anybody, media wise, is because he's trying to get ready for the week after having a high sprained MCL and all that stuff. And I'm telling you what, and everybody's going to Harry again. Everybody's saying Jarvis is the heart and soul. Jarvis, no matter what happens, screw what everybody's saying on Twitter. If anybody's going after you, thank you for your time here. If this is the end, thank you. You came out, you played your ass off for this team. You did everything you could for this team. I'm not mad at you, bud. I get it. You came here thinking that everybody was just throwing you to the trash, and you came into this place and you started the turn. And we wouldn't go to the playoffs without you. We wouldn't be going to these places. So to me, I love Jarvis. He reminds me of what Cleveland football is. As in, you show up, you do your job, and you work hard. And that's what he did every time he was here.
I mean, I think we all can tell that this is kind of a business decision on Jarvis's end, because he can see the writing on the wall. He knows what he's due this year. He knows he's probably not worth it. His numbers haven't backed up that he's worth being whatever he is, a top 10, a top 15 paid wide receiver in the NFL. I mean, he only played 12 games, but he didn't even have 600 yards in those 12 games. So he's trying to get the fan support on his side, kind of like Cribbs did a couple years ago, and it paid off for him. But their two careers are kind of going, in opposite directions at the time of their contract negotiations, or in this case, he has 1 year left, and probably not going to pay him that. Maybe we bring him back for a discounted rate, but it's probably more likely that we go in a different direction and try to get some young talent in here. And like you said, Jarvis is one of the most beloved Browns on the roster right now, and we love him for what he brought to Cleveland. And it's only been a couple years, but his production, if we're just looking at production, his production has not been there. And we could obviously spend another week on why that's the case, but you just don't know with him. You don't know if the injuries have caught up with him. You don't know if it's the scheme, if it's the quarterback, if it's his declining play, because in this league, you take too many hits as a wide receiver, you don't last very long. And he's not one of those wide receivers that's going to run away from guys and make guys miss and be super shifty. So he's going across the middle. He's making those tough catches. So yeah, I don't know if you really want to pay a guy $16 million to catch 52 balls a year.
Oh no, Brian, I'm with you about the 60. I don't even care about the money right now when it comes to him, because they're talking about restructuring his deal. They're meeting with Jarvis's agents and everything else next week, and they're going to try to restructure everything and try to get it somewhere in the ballpark where it could be and all that stuff. I get it. I'm just saying thank you to Jarvis for his time here. I mean, if it comes to the point in time where it's a money thing and you got to go, Jarvis, thank you. I mean, you played through a lot here. Knee problems, groin, stomach, ribs. Like he was a trooper here, and I can't thank him enough. He is just one of those guys. As a football fan that I am, I like those kind of guys. I mean, you don't hear a lot from him, but when you do, it's a leadership thing, and it's meant for a reason. Especially with the Hard Knock speech. That's probably one of the most iconic Hard Knock speeches that you've had. And just telling people everybody plays injured. Like, if you're not injured, you're not playing. You got to be available. And he was available for us. He really was. So,
yeah, if the Browns continue to make strides and continue to turn the corner and become maybe a perennial playoff team, I think we'll look back and we can pinpoint Jarvis Landry as being one of those cornerstones that turned this culture around. Because, when he got here, Baker was young. I think, did he get here Baker's rookie year? And Baker was a rookie number one pick, and obviously that carries a lot of weight, but you needed that veteran. Myles Garrett, Nick Chubb, they're only 1 year in. We needed that veteran voice, and he became that veteran voice. He became that guy that everyone could look to. And, OBJ, whatever happened with him, I think Jarvis Landry was obviously a huge key in why he came here. And he tried to make it work. Who knows? He might have demanded a trade after 2 games if Jarvis Landry wasn't here. And I'm sure all the LSU guys that we have on our defense and on our team look up to him, as I think probably 90% of the team does, because he's that vocal leader. And, yeah, we want to keep him around. And obviously he has the fan support. And I think he's better than what he showed last year. It's just we got to find a way to get him the ball. He's not that number one wide receiver anymore, but he can still contribute on a playoff team, on a championship competing team. So I bring him back for another year, absolutely. Even if it's a 1 year contract for 12, 13, 14 million, I bring him back, because I think they find a way to make it work.
Oh yeah, you kind of have to. I mean, obviously we're getting close on time here, Bryce. So I've got Vinny, write down the notes. We are getting into Browns free agency next week. All right, Brian, you okay with that?
Cool.
All right. And we will transition over. You're going to give him the ball. If you get, Jose, quarterback. Brett Favre. Brett Favre. Get a call.
Is that supposed to be a tall quarterback?
Yeah, that's supposed to be a tall quarterback.
Sure. I'm with you.
Well, I mean, Jose should be happy. Sean Payton retired. Maybe he'll come to Cleveland and coach Baker Mayfield.
Sean Penn, you mean?
Sean Penn. Yes.
Sean Penn.
Sean Penn. All right, let's get into our Fat Boy Tuesday real quick, guys.
Playing classical music now.
And now it's time for Fat Boy Tuesday.
So we're going to go over what we had at My Corner Bar. Real quick, it was a great place. Man, that food was good. We had a firecracker shrimp Alfredo. We had mussels. We had 2 smash burgers. We had a loaded baked potato with a New York strip on top of it with the My Brother's Backyard barbecue sauce, which, Bri, you forgot your bottle.
Do you have it for me?
I do.
Dude, I'm telling you, that is legit. I'm not pulling any punches.
I got another one coming, buddy. We're all getting backyard barbecue bottles. But
that's good stuff.
Go check them out, especially at there's only 3 spots. I think it's Gervaisi's, Heat Exchange, and I know it's Heat Exchange in North Ridgeville. I can remember that much from that night.
Well, if that's 2, then the third one would be
corner bar. You can always get it.
Oh yeah, you get it on the wings and everything. But we also had 3 different kind of wings. We had, oh my Lord, what else did we have? We had the
garlic parm.
Third one. Oh, you guys had garlic parm?
Oh yeah,
later on.
Garlic parm. There was.
It was fresh garlic, fresh shaved parm on top of it, dude. Like everything is from scratch. In that, oh my Lord, it was so good.
Wow.
I had the fried bologna sandwich, and man, when I tell you fried bologna sandwich, that thick,
the sandwich was that thick.
I know, but the bologna was that thick. They even came out. So Justin, if you're still watching, that fried bologna sandwich came out with grilled onions, lettuce, tomato, and a Dijon horseradish mustard on top of it. Oh my Lord, it was so good. And Bill, Laura, and I think it was John, right?
John, yeah.
Were amazing. Absolutely amazing. The owners there. They have stuff throughout the week. I mean, they have it. Let's see here. Today is Wednesday or Tuesday. Tuesday, they have Taco Tuesday. $2 tacos right now. They have Wednesday, they have Wing Wednesday, they have Monday quesadillas, they have Thursday pastables, Friday, Saturday, they got prime rib
pasta bowl.
Oh yeah, fried bologna is so good. Kevin, I'm not gonna lie, hands down, one of the top 2 I've had growing up. Oh, drop that meat and some cheese, be all over that. We're gonna have to convert you back. We'll figure it out. We'll have to figure it out. But yeah, it was a great time, a great place. Amazing staff. The staff was amazing to us. And I'll tell you what, the setup they had there for us, Bri, you can't beat that. We were right there in front of the stage. We had the whole bar watching us. We had TVs playing, so when we had the audio cut out, we knew it. We had to wait a little bit on that. Horseshoe bar. Great time. I mean, Brian, why don't you tell about your experience there?
Yeah, for me, I mean, we can tell you what we ate, and nothing will really blow your socks off and say, "Oh man, that's a great creation. I got to go try that." But for me, it was just the quality of the food, like the chicken sandwich, top notch, the burger, unbelievable, wings. I mean, out of this world. That barbecue sauce, yeah, I could talk all day about it, because I like a little bit of everything with my barbecue sauce. I like it to be sweet, I like it to be a little spicy, and it also had a little tang to it. And yeah, so that was great. The French fries were unbelievable. The loaded baked potato, I had maybe a third of that. And hey, you look at it, maybe you don't think, you don't get too excited about it, but man, it was delicious. It was huge. Yeah, so go there. I can't really explain what makes it great, but it's just the high quality of food. So you have to go. You have to check it out at least once, and it's priced, very fairly. And yeah, get a beer, get a burger, get some wings. You definitely will not be disappointed.
And that's what Bill said to me later on in the night. he wanted a place where you get high quality food for a great price. And everything there is scratch. They do everything from scratch. I found out where they get their meat from, which is a local place there in Parma. Everything's fresh that day. Everything, all the sauces, anything that's made is fresh that day. So, I mean, that I didn't get the chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwich disappeared before Fat Guy got a hold of it. So I don't know where that ended up at, but I mean, Vinny, you can attest. You had to buy a bologna sandwich too.
Oh yeah.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, that bologna sandwich was amazing. I did eat half that chicken sandwich.
I know where the other half went.
When I go back, I'm getting the chicken sandwich with barbecue sauce. Not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Just smother
Already know. Already planned out my next visit.
And you also had some of the pasta with me. You didn't eat the shrimp,
A little
but
bit.
yeah, some of the pasta was really good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the fettuccine was just amazing. So
yeah,
if I was more of a shrimp person, yeah, I'd love to have the shrimp with it.
But they have chicken and steak you can put on it too. And like I said, like Brian said, $12 possible.
Yeah,
all you can eat comes with a side of garlic bread, garlic toast. I mean, how can you pass that up? Like it's like a legit place to eat and have a really good meal. Like I even talked to Hope. We might be going back for the prime rib dinner. We really are, because she loves prime rib. I'm like, might as well go back for it. I mean, but yeah, please go check that place out. Vinny, can you bring up the overlay again of My Corner Bar?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like we love all the places we've been to, and we got to.
Oh, I got the wrong one.
Yeah, you got the wrong one.
I need the overlay.
Overlay, not the behind.
Where did that one? Oh, there it is. It's up on top.
There you go. So yeah, go check them out. They can. Well, Kevin, I'm sorry, Kevin, but yeah, go check them out. The inside can seat about, I'd say, about 60 people easily, and then they have that outside patio. They're going to be doing food specials throughout the week. He does different specials too. Chicken popkosh. He does stuffed peppers, meatloaf. You'll have to check out. There might be a chef special that night, but yeah, please go check it out. It was hands down one of the best places. We've been to Foundry, which was great. All the places we've been to is great, but this one, the quality of food, especially the bang for your buck, I could, especially the spread they put out for us too.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was. I looked up at the end of the night. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? I'm here by myself. I'm like, all right, bring me a bib. Get the forklift. Here we go. All right, so let's get into our trivia real quick. Let's end out the show. All right, so
are we passing on top 3 tonight?
Oh no, I forgot top 3 songs. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I completely forgot about the top 3, Bri. That's my fault. Top 3, we are doing top 3 favorite songs growing up. Because we had the halftime show, we talked about Eminem, we talked about Dre, we talked about Snoop. I figured, why not get a little nostalgia with it? Give me your top 3 songs growing up. So, Bri, you want to go first? You want to kick this off with your top 3?
I can do that. Yeah. With some of my top 3, I try not to get too repetitive, so I try to put a little different genre for each one. So my number 3, I can even pinpoint like what years, where I was in high school, middle school, elementary school when I was obsessed with these songs. My number 3 in 8th grade, I was obsessed with Kid Rock, Ball with the Ball.
There it is.
It got so. This was before you could download music on your computer. So I remember sitting there like waiting for it to come on the radio with my little recorder and trying to get it and just never being able to do it. So yeah, that was something I remember. All these songs kind of stick out in my mind. Number 2, I'm going late elementary school, and I still love it today. Probably one of my favorite rap / hip hop songs of all time, and that's "Regulate," Warren G. First CD I ever bought, loved it, still love it. Yeah, number 2. Number 1, kind of, if I was trying to think back to like what song really got me into loving country music as much as I did. thinking maybe about like high school, 10th grade ish. I've kind of traced it back to an Alabama song called "If You're Gonna Play in Texas, You Gotta Have a Fiddle in the Band."
Yes.
Loved it.
Love it. All right. We have Justin chimed in. Country Boy Can Survive is number 3.
Sure.
Number 2, Smashing Pumpkins Tonight. They can't go with number 1. AC/DC, Highway to Hell. That was a good one too. All right. And
Absolutely.
Jose said Pink Floyd, nobody. Vinny, what about your top 3?
Yeah, I kind of went like way back to like real young, like my childhood and stuff.
Like A, B, C, D, E,
No,
F,
no,
G.
no, nothing like that.
The
But-
wheels on the bus go round.
Well, just some of the melodies and stuff like that I heard to a lot of the songs, they've just kind of always stuck with me.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it's me being a Cancer and all. Who knows? But like Islands in the Stream. I don't know why.
Solid Parton.
It's always kind of
Yeah.
stuck with me.
Gotcha.
Walk Like an Egyptian.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah, you can't get that out of your head.
these were
Once it's in your head, you can't get
Well,
that.
you got to do the dance now, Vinny. You can't just talk about the song.
Walk Like an Egyptian.
Nice.
And lastly, Piano Man.
Oh yeah.
You know,
There you go.
Can't go wrong with Billy Joel.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to throw out an honorable mention. This was like my junior high years. Boys to Men. Anything Boys to Men. Like my junior high. Just that whole CD. They were just, God, they were huge. Number 3, and I'm going to go a little bit rock. I can't go wrong with Limp Bizkit Break Stuff. I'm telling you what, when you just want to get angry at something, I just put that on and I just wanted to just throw something through the wall.
Yeah.
I really did. Bri, here's one for you. My number 2, Garth Brooks, Thunder Rolls.
There you go.
Sure.
Love
Absolutely.
Thunder Rolls. And this is going to be kind of weird for everybody, but my number 1 growing up was P. Diddy, Mace, Mo Money, Mo Problems.
Mm-hmm.
I can't help it. Every time I hear, I'm coming out, I was like, oh yeah, here we go. King of the old school now.
Everyone loves that. Absolutely. That's not weird.
I can't help it. It's either them or Biggie. I love listening to Biggie back too. So there's, you're getting a little behind the scenes with us, getting weird now. I mean, you can't even go wrong with Pac back in the day. Love Tupac.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I was everywhere. I listened to, let's see here.
Yeah, I was all over.
Oh, Buddy, Pink Floyd. Oh, Lil Wayne. And anything Eminem.
Very
See,
true.
that works.
Without a doubt. That was all great.
Thanks, Justin. All right, let's get into the CC Top was better than that. All right. All right, let's go. Let's get into our trivia. Then we'll finish off with my cousin Vinny's word of the day.
All right.
So, trivia, Bri.
Mm-hmm.
Most assists in one game by a point guard. Okay. What you think, bud?
Yeah, you said I wouldn't recognize the name, so I kind of went with maybe a little bit of an older, obscure NBA great that I could think of that was a point guard. So I said John Havlicek.
Not even on the top list.
Come on, man. Give
Oh,
it to Russell, let him dunk it.
Kevin chimed in with Bob Cousy, who is 3rd. All right.
Oh.
Do you have a Cleveland great?
Well, I was down to 2. I was down to Bingo Smith, and I was down to Terrell Brandon. So I'm going to say Terrell Brandon.
None of those. All right. You ready for this guy? Scott Skiles for the
For the
Atlanta
Cavs.
Magic. No. For the Magic, had the number 1 overall.
Oh,
Assist.
Scott Skiles. Yeah, I remember him. I remember him in NBA Jam.
He had 30 assists in one game.
Wow, unbelievable.
Behind him, Kevin Porter for the Brooklyn Nets at 29. Then you had John Stockton and Guy Rogers at 28 and Bob Cousy. And then the Cleveland Cavalier at number 6, Jeff Houston at 27.
Wait, does it have a year for it?
No, it doesn't have a year, but I'm sure it
Never
counts
heard
a
of it.
year. Jeff Houston at 27 assists as a point guard. And then it's followed up by Rondo, Kidd, McLean, Isaiah. There's a lot of guys behind him at 25.
Mm-hmm.
1982, he said.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
So I know it was a hard trivia, but I mean it was a fun
Sure.
trivia to let you know
Sure.
where we're at.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I've heard of Scott Skiles before. Never would have guessed him, but I've heard of him.
I just think 30 assists in one game. Never going to see that again, probably, right?
I wonder if that's the record. Well, I'll have to look it up after because one year Wilt decided he wanted to lead the league in assists, so he just tried to jack his numbers up.
So it's not that hard when you just got alley-oop people. Just hold the ball up, let them take it out of your hand. And put it back. All right, let's get back to the word of the day.
Alrighty. Our word again was
Hue.
hue.
Let's go over the definitions, please, again.
Definitions one more time. A, unreserved, honest. B, to happen or become known. C, incapable of being conquered. Or D, to conform to or adhere.
I'm going to go with D on this one, Bri.
D?
D, as in dog.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I wrote down too because I think the first time Vinny read it, he was very convincing. So I bought in.
There you go.
We both got it?
Our answer is D today. Yes.
Good job, Vinny.
Form or adhere.
Nice.
Now it also means to use an axe on too. It's kind of weird.
Oh, you went
What
dark
else?
with it.
Well,
Mhm.
the word
Jeez.
also means to give shape to, with, or as if with an axe. Both hewed and hewn are used as past participles.
Okay.
So there you go.
All right.
Well, good to know.
Well, everybody in the comments, Justin, Jose, Kevin, we had, who else was in there? I missed people.
Dustin was here today.
Yeah. Justin.
No, there was a Dustin up there too.
There's a Dustin.
Yeah, Dustin Neese.
Oh,
think I'm
Juice.
saying that right.
It's the
there
Juice.
it is.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching us. We really appreciate everything. You guys are amazing to us. We love doing our live shows. We'll have another one set up here soon as Vinny and I put our heads together and find a spot. I think we have a spot, but we just got to get it
Solidified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and if you have a spot for us to come check out here in Cleveland, Canton, Akron, Medina area, in that kind of sense, that we got in that area, let us know here in Northeast Ohio. We'll go check it out.
Sure.
We love going to new places. Like I said, that was our first time at the Corner Bar, so that's why you're getting the reaction from us that you're getting tonight and on Thursday, because it was our first time there. Also, right now it's $21 a dog at City Dogs in Cleveland. So if you want to go adopt, please go adopt. Other than that, we're here. See you at the show. Brian, you want to God bless them?
Yep. God bless you. God bless America. Go
Vinny?
adopt one of them dogs.
Yeah. Vinny?
Hey, have a great night, everybody.
I am that fat guy. Find us here on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Please like, subscribe, and any feedback, please hit us up via email or just message us. We answer as soon as we can. So thank you guys so much for watching. We are uncorked, unloaded. We're out. See ya.